Can someone become a millionaire by frying and selling akara? Yes. Just like any other business, every business starts with a seed. Every business starts small, and that small business comes from just an idea. Every idea is just like every other idea, an impulse of thought. But what makes that idea become such a huge success? What may make that idea disappear into the valley of failure has to do with how we see the idea, our perception about the idea, our belief in the idea, the action we take concerning the idea. In other words, how we apply that idea, our persistence behind the idea becoming a physical reality. It's a mindset thing. When the first lady of the president of Nigeria, I'm talking about the wife of the president of Nigeria, talked about people getting into Akara business, getting into kuli kuli business or roasted corn. She was just floating an idea. Many criticized her, many spoke unprintable words. But I always say, it's not about the messenger, it's about the message. Even those you consider to be your enemy could actually give you ideas that could change your life for the better. They could actually become a catalyst for you discovering things you would have never thought about, for you going the kind of extra mile you would never have done, because they would move you out of your comfort zone to do what you've never done, for you to get what you've never got. If you keep getting the same results, it means that you need to do what you've never done. If you don't change what you are doing now, the results will not change. That's the truth. And so, when she sold that idea out, we must realize that it's not a new idea. For some people, as a matter of fact, there are people who are already making money selling Akara. Not only that, there are those who have actually sent their children to the university from that Akara business. Some have done that through fried yam. I visited a state in the western part of Nigeria to see a family friend, and I discovered that one of their neighbors living in a 3-bedroom flat, I think. The business he does was frying akara buns and puff-puff. And he was doing very well because that's where he pays his bills from. He had people that work with him. They leave very early in the morning, around 4:30 or thereabout, 4:35. They are already at the bus stop where they sell. If he walks past you on a Sunday morning or on a Saturday morning, maybe he's not in business, you will not recognize him. Probably you will think he's a CEO because the way he would dress, looking comfortable. He doesn't need to ask anyone to support him financially because already he has a business that works. And why does that business work? Because people, over the years, even from childhood, breakfast is an important aspect of our lives. But not everybody has the opportunity to get breakfast in the morning. So what do? They go out, and if they get akara, they buy it, they eat it with bread. Sometimes they take it with pap, and some will take it with whatever they want to. Maybe the one they call eko, agidi. So there's always something they can take it with. And not only that, some take it with Gary. But the bottom line is that they know that when they are leaving home to go to the workplace, to go to school, that woman or that man at that junction they're selling akara will be there for them. Now, having said that, akara business is just one of several streams of income that one can take advantage of. In Accra, Ghana, I have seen a lot of people who have built those small businesses, taking these small business ideas and grown it into something much bigger than you can imagine. They've sent their children overseas. They started this business. Some of them have gone like um, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years in that business, 15 years. I know of someone who started selling rice just by the roadside, fried rice, jollof rice, you know, just like the mama put you have on the roadside. And over the years, for about 2 decades to 3 decades now, she had built that business to become a brand, moving from that roadside to integrate the fast food kind of system with what we call the chop bar kind of system. People can come in there and ask for what they want to buy. They can get their rice, they can get their fried rice, their jollof rice, they can get their swallow. And she trained her children to be part of that business, such that opened outlets for them as the business was growing, so that they themselves can become financially independent. They're all living very well, travel outside the country anytime they want, living in choice area, just because they nurtured that small business idea and it became something big. There's another case of if you are a Ghanaian, you know about this Coco King, a graduate who left after his university school. After he graduated, he decided to go into cocoa. Cocoa means the pap. The Yorubas call it ogi. And then they also call it akamo. Some people call it akamo, maybe the Igbos and other people. So there are different names for it. But basically, he started selling this cocoa with Akara. They package it, and then they go to where they would traffic in the morning, and they serve it, the cocoa, in a cup that has cover, the disposable cups with cover, branded, and then they have the Akara in the pack already. Some of them, they serve it with bread. Some of them, they serve it with bread and fried eggs. And before you know it, it got a lot of people employed, and offices were being served that, corporate offices and all that, just from one small idea. I'm just telling you that to let you know that no idea is useless, no idea is stupid. There's always something good. And that's just one stream of income. I normally teach 5 streams of income that people actually take advantage of. And these streams of income cut across like this: food packaging, food processing. We look at the agri-businesses, very vast. I've had people who have got good testimonies from that area. As a matter of fact, whatever we teach works, and we've seen it produce results. We talk about the export area, that's another stream of income. We talk about entrepreneurship, that's another stream of income. So you have various streams of income, and I'll be sharing these streams of income over time. If you want to be part of it, you can actually subscribe to this channel, and then you will hear more. I will share more with you that can actually change the dynamics. One key area that I found that many people fall short is marketing. They don't even know how to market their businesses. So then you may know about the business, but they don't know how to market it to produce maximum sales and profits. So I always share tips on that area. And if you really want to, maybe for instance, I've just spoken about this Akara business idea, you want to get into it, you can get a free ebook for beginners. That one you can get it from seller.com. If you go there and you type in Akara business or so, you will get a free ebook. You can download it for free. If you want to know about marketing, that's a different ball game. That's not free. You have to order for it. In other words, how do you leverage that your business, maybe that Akara business, such that you can actually grow it into a business that can pay your bills, a business that can make you travel wherever you want to go, a business that can actually make you achieve all your other goals in life within reasonable limit. So I told you marketing. The difference between the one selling Akara by the roadside and the one selling it in an air-conditioned environment is perception. You need to know how to brand that business and market it. Some days ago, I saw an advert about a company, a fast food business, somewhere in Lekki. I'm sure if you are in that area, you would know about this business. They sell Akara there. And I was shocked that they said they have a package of Akara of 22,000 naira. In other words, it's a special package. I've not visited that place to know what it is, but I'm sure if you Google, you will know that there's a place they sell Akara there. And they said they have Akara chicken, Akara beef, Akara different Akara. And of course, they have what you can serve it with. Maybe you serve it with pap, you can serve it with quicker oats, you can serve it with other meals or delicacies. It's just perception. Your business, that business that is bringing you little money, it depends on location. Location. You can re-strategize and take it to a different location, and you will be surprised that you can make more. 10 times, 20 times, 50 times, or 100 times more money than what you're doing right now. But of course, you need to have the necessary knowledge, the marketing knowledge, and then for you who doesn't even know anything about the business, like I told you, feel free to download the ebook and your life will definitely change. Remember to subscribe because I'll be sharing other opportunities with you. I'll be giving you ideas, strategies, and information that will definitely move your life forward spiritually, financially, career wise, and of course, you will end up creating a better and greater version of yourself in all that you do. Thank you.